Shalom, Israel, Shalom. Brother Padar Wafia from SOZ Houston.
Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Karatazar from SOZ Houston as well. Shalom.
Khan, all praise, man. We here to bring you another episode of Be on Your Pivot and Blow the Trumpet, man. Well, blow the trumpet and be on your pivot,
That's
right? This is a current events channel. We're gonna go into some of the things that we've been seeing on the earth. Last week we didn't do it because the brothers from Atlanta, they came down to Houston. So this week we hope to get back on it, man, and get back to it, right? So while we've been going, a few things been happening on the earth. Brothers been watching, they kind of know of it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just knock one of these things out the way. Shalom, family. Right? I'm gonna pull out this article real quick. Real quick. Let me see. Freeze in. All right. And I need you to let me know if you can see this, King.
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it?
Yep, we can see that.
Con. All right. So this is what's going on, man. They got a new virus. Well, let's read it. It says what? Here we go again. World Health Organization just sounded major alarm over concerning COVID wave coming this winter as death soars. Right, let's read it. It says what? The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned of concerning trends of COVID-19 ahead of winter as a dangerous new strand runs rampant across the northern hemisphere. Right, so now they're saying there's a new form of COVID-19, man, and that is running rampant. Now, if you, what I'm saying, remember anything about what happened during the last COVID shockwave or alarm, right? Things shut down. Walmart was ransacked, right? Things was pretty much put at a state of emergency, man, right? And that's not good. That's not good at all, especially when you think about everything else that's happening. America, we're already going through a food shortage, man. You can see dang Instagram videos of so-called fruits exploding when you buy them, man. I just seen a video of this Edomite. She bought a watermelon from Aldi's, and it was empty. The watermelon itself was hollowed out and empty. You feel me? So, hey, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things coming, man. The Lord said, "What? Let me get this real." Right. Let's get this real quick. Salakia. All right. Let me get this scripture real quick. Try to show my screen. Con. All right, let's
You
get this.
read
Let's
it?
share it. Okay, here we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm about to read it right now. Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of this prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. Right? Hey, so there's countries out here, right, who's changing the words of the Most High God, right? Like the so-called Moabites, the Koreans, they're changing the Bible, right? And now more plagues are going to be opened up and put upon the earth, man. And these plagues not going to just be added unto them; it's going to be added onto the people who do business with them. Because what? They're wicked, man. Right? So wickedness beget wickedness, man. And it's like an infection disease. That's why you got to make sure to stay separated from those things. Right? Go ahead,
Shoot,
brother.
let me add,
Yeah,
let,
yeah.
let me add upon some of that right there. Can you Go to Jeremiah 44:1 from the top, King.
Con, con. Jeremiah 44.
Con.
Con. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, and verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews which dwell in the land of Egypt, which dwell at Migdol,
Start
and
at verse. Start at verse 10, King. Salaki.
verse 10. Con. And it reads, they are not humbled even unto this day. Neither have they feared nor walked in my laws, nor in my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers.
So if you look at the state of where we are in right now, how's my mic, by the way, King? Is it coming through clear?
Con came perfect.
Perfect, King. That our people right now, they're not a very humble people. They're a very proud, disobedient, very vile people that are running around right now, man. They don't fear the law. They don't walk in the law of the Lord, and they definitely don't listen to the statutes that our forefathers were supposed to be doing, because our fathers and mothers haven't been able to even teach us that because they've been so far astray, right? Keep reading.
Con, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will set my face against you for evil and to cut off all Judah.
Right. And
And
in America, slacking. So right now, like the brother say, he going to the store, right? So no matter what you're doing, you buying stuff, you opening up a watermelon and it's empty. It's completely like wouldn't you want to eat? So isn't that an evil thing to go buy some food and then try to eat and the Lord's like, nah, I'm not gonna even let you eat that fruit that you thought that you had. The stores are empty right now. There's pestilence, like he's saying. Like there's gonna be a new COVID so deadly by the end of winter, it's gonna be killing people left and right. But jump down to the point of verse 13, King.
verse 13. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I
And
have punished Jerusalem.
right, and we know that America is spiritually Egypt, man. So the Lord is gonna do these terrible things to his people that are not keeping the commandments. So if you're not walking along with the Lord, these things that you got that you see in the brother, you look forward to them coming to you, man. Because this is not a game that the Lord is playing with his people in these last days. He's gonna judge us with the sword. He's gonna judge us with the famine. And continue reading, King.
Con, by the sword, by
Right,
the famine, and by
right.
pestilence.
You see that? So the Lord said in spirit in Egypt, where we are dwelling, man, that his people that are not following his ways, that are doing worse than their forefathers. They're gonna be judged by the sword. You looking around right now, every day you seeing mass murderers of Israelites, man. No matter where you look, everything in social media now is killing an Israelite, man. That's the new thing to do. If you're an Israelite, you got to be killing an Israelite. If you're an Edomite, you killing an Israelite and putting it out there. If you're an Israelite going to any other part of the world, you're ending up being kidnapped by the terrorists and killed. And now the Lord said by famine, man. So now we're going out to try to feed our families. Inflation is so much, man. We can barely eat right now. And then when you go get the food, the quality of the food is so low and so tampered with that you don't even want to eat it, or there's nothing to eat. It's rotten before you get home. And then by the most thing that the brother just brought out, there's gonna be a new, even more deadly pestilence. The super, the vid. You know what I'm saying? That is gonna be taking people out, but it's all planned because those are during the time period where infection and people get sick, their immune system. When do people get the flu? In the winter. When do people get a cold? When the temperatures are shifting. So how do you transmit and do biological terrorism, man? You give it, you inject it, and you deploy it during a time of high transmission. And basically what I'm saying, that the Lord, these are all devices that the Lord is sending with vengeance. You can bring that out in Sirach, that he sends evil to with vengeance, man. And the Lord said that this was going to happen to his people and that ain't keeping his laws and statutes and commandments in Egypt and spiritual Egypt, man. Everything's twofold. And I rest with that, King.
Want me to get that scripture for you?
You want to bring it up? Bring it up.
What is that? Sirach 21, right?
I think that's Cyrec 40 blocked it. That's
Let me get in
Cyrec
my pocket. I got it highlighted.
39 and 28. The Cyrec 39 and 28.
Con. 39, 28. There we go. All right, Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. 28. There be spirits that be created for vengeance, which is the fury laid on sore strokes. In a
Huh.
time of desolation, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
So all these deaths, all these people dying, all this destruction, this is sent by spirits that are trying to please the Most High, man. So when they do this, they're gonna show out, man. They're gonna try to do it with some pizzazz to make sure that the Most High is impressed by how they're laying on these sore strokes to those who are or the Lord is really upset with. And go to the next verse. But this is where you can see what sore strokes that he lays on. 29.
Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
And that's ultimately what we were reading in Jeremiah, that the Lord is doing this to those. They're going to definitely destroy those of his people that walk contrary to him. And everything that you're seeing, there's no mythological sense right here. Like the Most High is only love and is only life, and Satan hates and he's only death, man. The Most High is sending his spirits out here to touch those who don't want to keep this, man. That he's giving you forewarning in the media that all these things are about to come. So if you don't have eyes to hear and ears to hear, eyes to see and ears to hear, you should be able to see. Hey, man, if you have any spiritual sense, like, I need to get myself even tighter in the Lord with what's going on, because He's bringing forth more destruction. He's bringing more famine, more death to the land. So how much more do we need to kind of take this walk serious and get our life in our direction and submission to the Lord, man? You know what I'm saying? So with that, I pass it back to you, brother. If you got something to add on to that.
Yeah, Con, I do, man. Right? Because you got to think, you know what I'm saying? Everything we eat, let me get this precept, man. Everything we eat, that's why it's important to stay prayed up, man. Pray literally over everything you do, man. Everything, right? Let me get this precept real quick. All right, it's gonna be in the book of Ezekiel.
Mm, mm-hmm. Con.
Right? Ezekiel 4 and 13. Let's get this real quick. All right. This is Ezekiel 4, and I'm sort of at get it right there. I'm sort of at verse 10. It says what? And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day, for time to time shalt thou eat it. Right? Thou
Mm,
shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of a hin, for time and time shalt thou drink. Right? Hey, and that's what happened when Jerusalem was sieged, right? In Ezekiel, he had to go into slavery, man, with all the rest of Israel. And the Lord told him he got to eat his meat and his bread by measure. And that's still going to be coming back on the earth, man. Right? Because it's like I said, it's a food shortage. There's a food
mm,
shortage going on, man. Still in the world. You got secretly Walmart shutting down, right? Target shutting down, right? And what? Esau them opening out now new chemicals to so-called put upon the plants, man.
that's right.
They got new chemicals, new pesticides, man. There's so much stuff going into the ground that hey, the ground can't have the ground doesn't have nutrients no more, man. And they're growing fruit in it, right? Like the Lord said, hey, every 7 years you got to get the land some rest, man. But Esau, he says, nah, we never gonna get the land rest, man. So that being said, things are getting weaker, man, and more defiled, right? It says what? Verse 12. It says, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in their sight. Verse 13, right? And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I drive them. Right? So,
Mm,
hey, The Lord said we got to eat defiled bread while we're over here, man. All those GMOs, right?
Mhm.
Those GMOs, you got chemicals mixed in with the food. Hey, that's our defiled bread right there, man. Right?
Con,
Hey, it gets bad when you really do your research, man. I found out that Esau, right, those people who actually eat pork bacon, Esau make those out of dog carcasses, man. They use
that's
dog meat
crazy.
for that
That's
because it's
crazy.
cheaper and you can't taste the difference. So
Dang.
that's the type of world we live in, man. Right?
I
We've been
believe it.
stuck here so long, we don't know if what we're eating is truly what we're eating, man. But that's why the Lord tell you what. What is it? Deuteronomy 8 and 10. Let me get
Con.
this real quick.
Well, let me touch a little bit on what you just brought out because that's pretty heavy, King. Right there on that verse 10, man. And that thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. If you look at how we eating, bro, like most days, a lot of people don't have the finances to be like, I'm gonna go stock a whole refrigerator with this natural meats from a slaughterhouse to make sure that it's good meat. Most of us are eating what? Pulling into McDonald's drive-through day by day meal. You going to buy this fast food, and then shit, what you buying the same thing. You go to the store, buy bottled water, buy sodas, and all of this stuff that you're drinking is high fructose corn syrup, which is the class 1 carcinogen, the same as the cigarette, man. So you're eating stuff that is literally classified as cancerous by this land on its own self, and you got to eat it day by day, weight by weight. But how much money pocket? How many times you been to the McDonald's and try to get something off the dollar menu because your pockets is low? So that's literally what this is really telling you right now. You can see it in real life that we really got to go and scrounge for pennies, for 20 shekels of a day to go eat defiled food, man. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and all of this leads to obesity, cancers, diabetes, defilement, because everything has pork. Everything the cheapest stuff you eat is what? Pork and po' boys, shrimp po' boys, catfish po' boys, crawfish po' boys. So they're feeding you the worst of the worst because that's what you can afford, because that's what they limit your bread to, man. And go ahead, Con. I wanted to see it. I was like, man, that's crazy when you really look at it. Like, this is literally calling us out for pulling through the dollar menu, man.
Hey, come, man. And that's just what we come down to, man. Like you said, like the you literally going to McDonald's, and we've always been. Everybody's been to that point. I don't care if you're an Israelite person. You've always been to that standpoint. It's like, man, look, you got to get the most bang for your buck. Let's go to
Hey,
Popeyes, grab that that that
two for
that box of
Tuesday.
chicken.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? You see that? And a lot of nowadays a lot of Israelites, they're actually starting to wake up. Now they're talking about eating healthy, right? Eating more fruits and veggies, right? But it's we've waited so long to do that what these fruits and these veggies, they're more contaminated, man.
Con.
Esau, he's watching us, man. He knows what Jake's like to do. Jake, they like killing each other, they like robbing each other, like murdering each other. Okay, let's keep pushing that out there. I see Jake, they're trying to get spiritual now. Okay, let's put these demons out there, idols out there for them to log on to, man. To kind of subscribe to, man.
Mm.
Right? Now you gotta make sure organic truly means organic, man. Now they got farm raised fish.
And you know what that really is, right? That's just
What?
disgusting, man. It's full of parasites. It's overcrowded. Like the conditions is like the meat, the fish are in bad shape. They gotta die. They gotta feed them dye to make the color of their meat stand up because it looks like a gray. You got salmon that's gray, but when you get fresh caught salmon, it's red.
Yeah. Hey, look, Salaki, I seen videos of people taking the fish, the fillet,
You
and they're
see that?
squeezing it like a sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah. They squeeze it like a sponge and then they pour water back on it and it retains its
Turn right
shape.
into that's crazy. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I know there's also Moab in California. Hey, he just now got government approval, right, to make chicken meat, to make it in a
Yeah.
lab and
Yeah.
sell it to the public.
Actually, there's
And
two restaurants in California, King, that are actually selling that meat.
You see that?
If you look
And
it up right now, 2 restaurants are selling lab-grown chicken to the public right now in California.
that's crazy, man. And I'm led to believe, man, that Esau, he's gonna make a secret contract with him, man. And every fast food restaurant, right, gonna be selling that, man.
Yeah, man.
This is what we're coming down to, man. Right? These are the days right now. If you notice, pay attention, man. The Lord is burning up the earth right now.
Mm.
He's burning it up. He's destroying the earth. He's making Esau have train spills, right? Kind of earth pulling up on fire, right? It's been a drought out here in Houston, right? There was parts of Houston on fire, right? A lot of people don't know that. It was on
Come.
the west side. You know what I'm saying? So the earth is being destroyed. And still it's gonna come to a time where you're gonna have to go to and fro in the earth and you won't find not an animal. And if you do find an animal, it's lab grown, man.
And
Right?
what's the beautiful point that you just segued into is I didn't know you want to still bring that Deuteronomy out real quick before we hit that the next point about that fire. But you saying that the Lord's been touching the earth, judging with fire. We all know in recent events within the last even couple of episodes we've done, we've been tracking and following that Maui fire. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and not just that, so much fire. The earth is on so much fire is on the earth right now. You gotta understand why isn't it bigger news? And this isn't like a house fire in a neighborhood. You're talking about land masses being engulfed, devoured in fire, water drying up in the riverbeds, man. I just saw on YouTube where you know how hot it has to be for a cactus to fall apart.
Dang.
Man, let me see if I can find that, man. It was completely insane. This lady had this Edomite. She had a damn cactus in her front yard, and it was so hot this season, this current summer, that it fell apart and in her front yard.
Dang. Why you look for that video? I'm gonna pull out this precept real quick, man, because you mentioned real quick. Right? Deuteronomy 8 and verse 10. When thou hast eaten and art full, thou shalt bless the Lord thy God. Hold up. For the good land which he have given thee. Hey, that's why you gotta stay prayed up, man. The Lord said after you eat your food, pray on it. Right? And
Uh,
that's what we all need to get back into, man. Praying after we eat and saying, hey, most high God, thank you for the food. Let the things nurture me, but also show mercy unto me. You know what I'm saying? We all need
King.
that prayer. Come, I'm gonna
Like,
stop sharing my video so you can share it.
yeah, let me show this to you real quick.
You heard me?
And this is look how
Come.
hot it has to be for the Lord to literally judge you and dry up the earth. Check this out, man. Let me know when you see my screen, King.
Yeah, I'm about to put it up here right now. All right, I can see.
Look at this. And that's
Dang.
nobody tearing it down. That's literally this cactus is one of those huge ones. It got so hot. It's a record that this cactus is 50 years old and there's not enough water and it's so hot that it just crumbled to pieces, man. So, and this is a desert animal built for a desert plant built for
For the
extreme.
desert.
This is what it did right in the front. The Lord's like not playing around right now, man. The cactuses are drying up to the point where they're crumbling because there's no. And what did the Lord say? He's gonna uh not give rain in its season.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on is this, and this is a good metaphor of what's going on across the earth, man. Dest- destruction, man. And
Hey, come.
and that was one of those things that I saw, King, and which was kind of leading into the next point, right? Like the fires on the earth, they're not something to look over because what has recently happened, man? There's been a devastating fire in Maui. it's pushed all the inhabitants off. But all of a sudden, you're seeing that the so-called rich, their houses are untouched. Next thing you know, then they're asking you for money. But let's see this happen, and let's see why the Lord, what the Lord said about this type of activity from the destruction. They're still trying to make a gain out of it and try to get like these inhabitants, these locals. That's their land. But you got these elites trying to come and take what's not theirs and trying to increase what's not theirs by blood and by theft, man. But listen to this right here, man. This is what I wanted. I wanted to hear this right here. I don't know. There's the sound. I want to hear this.
You still got the cactus up, King.
You said what, King?
You still got that cactus up.
Salakia. I need to share my screen a little different.
What you got to do is click on the tab, and when you click on the tab, it's gonna have a little option up there.
I'm just gonna present the window, my second screen. Good. I forgot. I'll just present my second screen, King. Salakia.
No, don't apologize. You good, King.
Just let me know whenever you're able to see.
I'm about to add it on there right now. You good?
Fine. Let's get it.
You got the audio on?
Yeah, is the audio on? Not hitting it?
No, I'm not hearing nothing.
All right, let me try it again. Present, screen share, system audio. Salaki. I'm gonna start this over. Can you hear this?
Hold on, give me a second. All right, go ahead.
We're so concerned. Backlash came in droves for Oprah and The Rock after asking for donations for the people of Maui funds highlighted their own wealth. And yes, Oprah's net worth is $2.5 billion.
So Oprah's wealth right here is worth $2.5 billion, man. That's not $1 million. That's not $100,000. That's that is 2,000 millions. That's how many millions you have. You have $2,000 million, if that makes sense. I don't have $1 million. She has $2,000 million, and no, 2.5. She has 2,500 million. You know what I mean? Dollars. I don't have. I can't even say I got $500,000. I don't got $250,000. I don't even want to talk about how many dollars I don't have. Like she got $2.5 billion, and what else?
And The Rock's net worth is $800 million.
And he has almost $1 billion himself. So you're looking at almost $3.5 billion, and they're fixing their face. Look how, man, how wicked this place is, bro. That they're gonna say to those people, "We need your donation for the people of Maui." These two people can repair Maui and still have plenty money left over, man. They can build a new house, give everybody $50,000 in their bank account, all easy, and not even and have it as a tax write-off. But what do? They're asking you, the poor, the people that captivity, to aid, and these are so-called Jake, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jake got he increased his wealth, and he's still like, yo, I don't have enough to because you may have our people shipped all over. You know what I'm saying? You could be out there helping your fellow brother that's out there. You know what I mean? Trying to do that? No, you trying to get people to give you guys money for your foundation so y'all can split up those proceeds and then get a little bit at your discretion to cover your tracks to not be in fraud. This is
So assuming that they went halves on their initial 10 million donation, that's 0.2% of Oprah's net worth and 0.625% of The Rock, a small dent to help the Maui residents who went from paradise to now what is called the deadliest wildfire in American modern history. So why have Oprah and The Rock faced such backlash? Well, one Twitter user said that these two have the audacity to ask everyday citizens to donate to their fundraisers.
Exactly. They said everyday citizens to, hey, y'all trying to make it through what we just brought out. High famine and inflation. People losing their jobs because they refuse to get the jab because the pestilence. You guys been paid hand over fist by us because we're the consumers that watch your shows. We're the ones that watch your movies. We built wealth up so greatly that you're like, you know what? This one, I came from nothing, but I can actually, since, and I say this on the behalf that they're asking other people for the money, right? You guys can take care of this yourself if you really feel compelled to take care of this land. But now you're making it a burden to people who are already burdened in a land that they can barely survive in, man.
Hey, Salakia, man. And you got to think about that. They got Jake doing that, man.
Exactly.
So if they got Jake trying to add more burdens to your burdens, right? Jake is literally looking at you like, imagine how they really feel about you, man. They don't care for you, man.
Come on,
Your
brother.
own people. They got
Mm.
billions of dollars that they can just do it themselves without asking for your donations, but they want to be in your pocket.
Ah, brother, a good precept for this one would be what Cyrac one. No, no, we'll go to Maccabees. Maccabees 1:11.
These 1 and 11, huh? Let's see. Let's see.
And in those days went there out of
Mhm.
Israel wicked men who persuaded many. That's what they're doing right now. Trying to persuade you, hey, send us in your hard-earned money that you're struggling to accumulate to feed yourself, right? Because we're barely having enough to eat defiled bread in this land. But hey, you know what? We're big stars. We're moguls. You should follow us. Who don't follow? What woman doesn't follow after Oprah, bro? Oprah say some shit. Oprah has such global influence that she's on the seat that you don't even know the name of it. You dig what I'm saying? She's amongst the powerful. One of her good friends was what's that dude? Epstein. Epstein's
Hey,
Island, man.
hey, yeah, she visited that place multiple times, man.
Multiple times. Her personal yoga trainer or whatever the hell, a spiritual guide, was found with like 100 counts of pedophilia and rape and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is recent
And
stuff, but these are the people that are trying to persuade you. Hey, to why? What are they trying to persuade you? Say, let's go and make a covenant with the heathen that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. So, like, if y'all don't do this and come together, try to help all these people that ain't your people, you know. If you don't, we're gonna have much more sorrow. That's the charity cry out, right? Like we need the help because it's so bad. And a lot of our people,
it's,
verse 12. So please them well. There's plenty of people who are like, man, Oprah said it, I'ma send in my money. The pastor said it, I'ma send in my money. Because our people are simple and they're so separated from the most high, they have no spiritual strength and discernment to know what not to follow. These people are following the ways of the heathen. You're trying to raise up money to build back things that are not going to benefit your people, man. And you're going to do something, and in order to build it, you got to take away from your people that are barely making it in this land in the first place. And I find that to be wicked, man. That's why they probably getting the backlash that they're getting right now. And I
hey, calm, man. And you got to think about it, man. But you got to sell something in this world for you to make it in Esau society, right?
exactly.
Is either you got to what? Give up on your God, right? Forsake your soul. That's how you become famous. You got to give up on your God, forsake your soul, and start worshiping their God, man.
Mm.
And start literally selling your bowels out to
Ooh.
their higher elites, man.
You got that precept?
You kind of I'll get it for you, right in the book of Iraq, man.
Being honest, man, because that's the only reason they're in front of the cameras right now. Because what do they have to give up to get there, man? And they have to give that, and they're positioned to mislead us as the people, anyways.
Come on, let me get this. This is Iraq chapter 10 and verse 9. It says what? Why is earth and ashes proud? There is none, there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such a one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he causeth away his bowels, man.
Mm.
He casteth away his bowels, man. And we all know what that means. Man casting away his bowels, man. He giving it up, man.
Mm.
Right? Right? And they sell their soul, right, for these temporary things, man. So
Exactly.
imagine how evil Oprah has to be, man. How much things she actually sold or gave up, man. Hey, I'm led to believe that Oprah, she had probably had a secret child and killed it, sacrificed it, man.
Without a doubt, man. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, what did you just bring out? Check this out. Habakkuk 2, man. You know, and this is a thing that we do know. This is a fact that they own land out there, man. Where's the rock supposedly from? You know, from
How?
Hawaii, right? Where's Oprah's multi-acre, 1,000-acre land at? In Maui,
Hawaii,
bro.
man.
In Hawaii, man. So this is kind of like Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And that's what we're saying right now. These people, Oprah, The Rock, their spirit is not upright in them, bro. They're trying to get the pleasures of this world. They're willing to take away from all these things and build themselves up. Get to the point real quick. Uh just do this right here, verse 6. Found out all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Because that's all they're really trying to do is take up and increases what is not theirs, man. And they're doing it a heavy debt, man. The lives and possessions of people that have been living out there. And this is that spirit of Babylon, man. That's the spirit that teaches you of Babylon to be a conqueror, be a colonizer, to take what's not yours, to rape, murder, deceive, and pillage, and all in the name of a guise of freedom and diplomacy and charity. This is why this is the habitation of devils, man. And with that, I'm gonna yield with that, man, because there's it's pretty plain upon table. This place is that they say do not. So don't trust in what this land brings to you. And if you do, hey, man, you're probably not smart enough not to make it out of this destruction, bro. Maybe you need to stay hand joined in hand. And I hope that all Israel repents and comes out of this fog. But if you want to do that, then the Lord knows. Hey, the people, the Lord, the people of the Lord hear His voice, man. So we're not gonna beg anybody to seek the Lord because the Lord's chosen you. You don't even have a choice in that in the first place. So unfortunately, the examples around you. Look at the examples that the Lord's giving you. All these precursors, and take to that and get your spirit and your soul right, and get right with the Most High God and with your people, and start keeping these commandments and love your heart, and then follow that with loving your people and your brothers the same way, man. And I'm gonna yield with that.
Hey, Con, man, right? I'm gonna say this real quick. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, you know, they might look like us, but ultimately in them is what? Wickedness, man. Hey, they
Right.
gave up and they gave in. They no longer have a mind of an Israelite, but have a mind and a spirit of an Edomite, man, of the
Mm,
nations, of the people that hate you, man. So, hey, The Rock, hey, he got the mindset of the people that hate us, man. That's why he's okay with them using him to trying to connect with the people so they can sell their land, man. So they
con.
can give up their goods, man. So they can depend on him. They're giving them somebody to have hope in, who's from the land, somebody to rally after, right? But they should really be rallying after the Most High God, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to the propaganda or the things that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Right here in front of us, man. Right? But I'm gonna get this last scripture just to remind us what's going on in these last days, and then we're gonna have to let it go. You know, brothers got jobs and stuff like that, things going on, right? This is what the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1.
Mm,
This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lover of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despiser of those that are good, traitors, and that's what we're talking about right now. There's a lot of traitors on the earth, man. Right? Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, right? So this is always going on the earth today, man. You have people being traitors. You have people being unthankful, blaspheming, right? Being boasters, right? And they were out natural affection, man. They don't know how to truly show love, man. There's gonna be people who don't know how to show love unless they're receiving something, right? And that's what's going on, man. It says what? In what? Verse 5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away, man. Hey, so hey, that's how it's going down in the last days, man. There's gonna be people who say, "What? Hey, look, it's not good for you to eat pork. Why? Because you just don't want to eat it. It's a dirty animal." But they're not gonna give that power to where it belongs to the Most High God. Nobody's gonna say, "Hey, the Most High God said not to do it, man." Hey, I'm gonna rest every Saturday, man. I'm tired. Why are you resting? Because I want to. Nobody's gonna say, "Well, I'm resting because it's a Sabbath day, man."
Man,
Well, the Lord's people are going to be the ones that do that, man. Right? And today, what people are going to hate the good, man. So if you Israel, know that you got a target on your back, and even though people hate you, hey, we love you, man.
that's right.
The ones out here doing the work, hey, we love y'all, man. Keep coming in, keep doing what y'all doing, man. If y'all need exhortation, let us know, man. Right? Go ahead, get your precept, King.
That's it, King. That you hit it right on the head. You know what I'm saying? If anything, like I just say, just stay mindful. Let me get that in Revelation. I think it's Revelations 2.
2 and 9,
Yeah, not 2 and 9.
3 and strengthen the things that remain.
Keep watch, or he'll come on you like a thief of the night.
Oh yeah, that's 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 2.
When I'll close up with this. The Lord said, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 2, be watchful and strengthen things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before God. Yeah, that is through the Spirit, man. That's exactly what you need to do. That's what we're doing on this series, is to try to get your mind and your spirit to become watchful and to strengthen those things that ain't in this land right now, man, that are ready to die, because everything you seeing, we just brought it out, man. Cactuses are dying before your eyes, man. They're falling apart, and it's scorching. The land is getting, being restored to a place of having to be rebuilt from the ground up. The economy is dying. Everything that you can imagine it's at its end, man. So, and this is the time that you need to be getting yourself ready, because the Lord hasn't found your works perfect if you're not keeping these commandments, man. And if you want to be, go ahead.
Before you get done, read that next verse for me, Papa Show.
And verse 4.
Yeah.
Thou hast 8 names.
Verse 3, Salaki, verse 3.
Verse 3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. That's what I wanted, really was trying to get to that point, because that's what we really need to do in these last days. Hold fast. And when you're hearing these us Israelites coming out and trying to read the word of the Most High to you, speak to you using the words that will be an oracles for you, to hear fast to what we're saying, that the Lord is saying. It's not even our own words, but the key point is repent, turn away from what you're doing, man. And if therefore thou watch, I will come upon thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So it's going to be too late to try to get at the end, when we've been trying to give you that pre-warning, that precursor. Repent, listen to what we're saying. Apply these things to your life. Recognize that there is an importance to understanding if you're an Israelite. It is important to keep the commandments of the Lord, that's the duty of men, the Israelite man and woman and child. Because if not, it's going to come upon you so quick, you're not going to have no chance to try to get it right. And the Lord's going to take you in what works you're in, man, good or bad. With that, I say repent. You know what I mean? And you got anything else to add to that, King?
Hey, no, only thing I got to add is call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we're gonna leave you with this. Blow that trumpet and pivot, man.
Stand
and with that,
Shalom, family. Shalom.
Shalom.